Now that I've got this script and I know that it makes a window, the next thing I need to do is I need to give my window a way to generate this curve, and for that what we're going to be using is buttons. I love buttons because they're really simple to make. All I have to do is make a button, like so. Again, once it turns blue, I know that it is a legitimate command, so I can go and I can check it out in my help. I'll just come over to B and we will look for button. So the button has all kinds of fun stuff that it does. You'll note that it doesn't have any notes, so this should be a little bit easier than the window command. And there are only a couple of things that we need to do. Again, you might want to read through these flags and see if there's anything that you like. You might really like some of these drag callback things. You can add a documentation flag so that, you can add more stuff. One of the big ones is this command, the command executed when the control is pressed. So let's go ahead and to the button, let's add a C. So we can add a command. Now the Maya help isn't really telling us much here. It says script, but what does that mean? If I come back up here and I look for command, again it just says script, so evidently I can add any kind of a script that I want. That's kind of fun. Let's see if this gives me any information here. Aha! Down in here it says that after the flag command I need to use quotation marks. Okay, quotation marks. So let's see, I'll put in this flag C, I'll put in 2 quotation marks, and then after the quotation marks I'll put in a semicolon just so that I have it. And now I want to take this whole big long curve command that I've got here. Yes, that's right, the whole thing. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to paste it. See how it all turns yellow? That's good. I don't need the semicolon any longer because the line ends here, not inside the quotation marks, but outside. And I don't want to get rid of this just yet, so I'll comment it back out. So now if I take this whole thing and I Control Enter, I have this great window. It's got this button. The button is called button 87, and if I press it, there's my curve. Okay, pretty good. So the next thing I need to change is this button 87 label. The button 87 label is happening because my button doesn't have a name itself. If I go back into the script reference and I search through here, I'll find that the way to give the button a name is with this label command. The label command is a flag with an L. It's a string, and strings, I think we've used strings before. Strings go inside of quotation marks. Just to make my life a little easier, I will put my label flag before the command flag. Otherwise, I'll be running all over the place with this horizontal scroll bar. So I'll use label, then I'll put in these 2 quotations, and I will call this one arrow curve. And then I've got my command flag with the curve command, and the whole line ends in a semicolon. Okay, here we go. I will take this whole thing here, Control Enter, and now I've got my window, I've got my arrow curve button, and hey presto, it makes an arrow curve. So I am feeling pretty good about that button. Now the goal of this assignment is for you to be able to make a window with multiple buttons. So just for the record, to do that, what I would do is I would come in and make another button command with another -L for label, and then another -C for command, and then a semicolon. If I wanted the next one to be a double arrow, I would type that in after the L flag, the label flag, and then I would go ahead and use my CV curve tool to make the double arrow. Then I would just take that piece of script, paste it down here so that I can adjust its name, make sure its semicolon is in the right place, and then whenever I'm good, comment it out and pop that right in here. So that's it for here. You've seen how to make a button with labels and commands, and a window that contains those buttons and those commands.